Good morning, student. Today's class will learn regarding agriculture practice, that is first chapter, crop protection and management. In previous videos, Sir has taught already about irrigation. What is irrigation? Today's class will learn protection from weeds and harvesting and storage. We'll discuss these two topics today, fifth and sixth point, that is protection from weeds and harvesting. Everything is going fine, right? So you know very well the activities that is followed by the farmers, that is agriculture practices. These agricultural practices these practices are the activities that is followed by sequence order by the farmers in order to produce a good crop. So this is the activities we are learning. What's already you studied our preparation of soil, that is the first step of agriculture practices. This is first step of agriculture practices. In first step of agriculture practices, they use by flowing and tilling, that is loosening of the soil. That is very essential initially. So after losing the soil, they use the next step is selection and sowing of seed. In selection and sowing of seed, which is healthy seed are selected and sown in the field. So next step, after sowing the seed, it will germinate, it will grow into a tender plant. After that, they will add manures and fertilizers to add some nutrients to the plant, crop plants, which is used in the growth of good crops. So they use manure. Also, you will study about regarding manures. There are types of manures, and also there are fertilizers you studied, artificial, that is chemicals fertilizers you also study. Then next step is irrigation. It's also very important, irrigation. Then next, protection from weeds. Today we will discuss what is protection, then harvesting. Storage tomorrow we will discuss. So next video. So these are the activities we are following. So now we will study regarding protection from weeds. Protection from weeds. Fifth point. This is the part or methods which are practiced by the farmers. These are method which is involved in agriculture practices. This protection from weeds. What is that? Protection from weeds. First of all, we need to know what is weeds. What is weed? What is the weed? Definition of weed. Unwanted plant. What is that? Unwanted plants that is grown along with the crop plant, that is grown unwanted plants. So if you go to the field, you will find instead of crop plant there is other unwanted plants which are not purposefully that is sown in the ground, in the field. So that naturally it has grown. The plants have been, the weeds are grown, naturally they are grown. So that undesirable plants which are grown along with the crop plant are known as weed. So what is that? So weeding is necessary, right? Because these weeds, if they grow along with the crop, it may harm the growth of the plant. So what are the harmful effects of weeds to the crop plant? Harmful effects. Harmful effects to the crop plants by weeds. When the weeds are grown undesirably in the field, then it will affect some harmful effects. We will study regarding some harmful effects of weeds. What is that? First one is these weeds will cause what? Crowded. It will require more space to grow. They will also grow along with the crop, so it will consume more space. Also, they will observe the amount of nutrition which is required by the crop plant. What is that? They will observe some nutrients which are required by the crop plant to grow. What is that? So nutrients they will observe. The weeds will observe some nutrition which are required by the crop plant to grow. Then next, they will take the space. They will take the space where the crop plants are grown. So this they will take the space. It requires more space to grow the weeds. So it will make a crowded place. So they will also take some space, and also they will observe some water. which are required by the crop plant to grow. And also, and last thing is light. The light which is directed to the crop plant, they redirect the trace of light which is falling on the leaf of the crop plant. So there will be a disturbance. So these are the reason why weeds are harmful effect to the growth of crop plant. So next one is also they spread diseases. They spread diseases. Some insect, weed insect, they will spread diseases which will cause the growth of the plant. What it now? It will affect the growth of the plant. Also, third one is they will interfere during harvesting. Harvesting time. Why? Because they produce or release what? Harmful, toxic substance. They will use, or while the weeds will mix with the crop plant while harvesting, and these plants may release some toxic substance which is harmful for our health. What is that? So these are but weeding is necessary. First weeds. This is the harmful effect. Therefore, we need to remove the weeds from the crop field. So weeding is done. That is known as weeding. So I hope you understood this one. Next step is weeding. Weeding is done. So removal of weeds are not called weeding. Simple definition. Removal of weeds are called weeding. Removal of weeds. Removal of weeds are called weeding. So weeding is necessary. Why? Because weeding is necessary. Because it will help the plant to grow healthy and it will not affect by the growth. We have already studied what are the harmful effects of weeds. Therefore, weeding is necessary. But before weeding, when the weeding is done, but weeding is done before sowing the seed. After sowing the seed, there is chances of growth of some weeds. Yes, very good. But before sowing, also it is important to remove the weeds. So by tilling process, we can remove the weeds before sowing the seed. So tilling. What is tilling? Already you have studied. What is tilling? Tilling is nothing but is also called as plowing. You studied preparation of first step of agriculture practice, in that preparation of soil. In that preparation of soil, tilling or plowing, loosening the soil. During this, by tilling, you can some portion of weeds are removed from the crop bed. It will add some help for removing the weeds. What is that? So this farmer adopted two methods, that is mechanical method, another is chemical methods. One is mechanical methods, another is chemical methods. In mechanical methods, they use some manual tools, or manually by hand. You can uproot the weeds and cut down the weeds close to the ground. After that, it will dry up and it will mix in the soil. Manually, you can use by hand. Also, you can use some tools like, or we can say whatever, etc. There are many tools which are used manually. In mechanical method, you can remove the weeds. Whatever. So in chemical methods, they use certain chemicals which are used to kill the weeds, but they will not harm the main crop plant. What is the main crop plant? That is known as chemicals which are used to kill the weeds or destroy the weeds without harming the main crop plant. That is known as weedicide. Weedicides. So you need to know this definition. In weedicide, they use certain chemicals. That is, in your textbook, it is given 2,4-D. What is that? This is a chemical name. This is a chemical name. So we can 2,4-D. Also, if you know what is D means, D is nothing but 2,4 dichloro CHLOR chlorophenoxy PHENOXy phenoxy acetic acid. What is that? Acetic dichlorophenoxy acetic acid. So these are the chemicals which are used in order to destroy the weeds in cropland. But these chemical methods is harmful as well as advantage as well as disadvantage. So while the farmers spray these chemicals in the field, it will destroy the weeds and it does not harm the cropland. So if you what are the disadvantages? What are the disadvantages? If you spray more often with these chemicals, certain chemicals will affect it will cause soil pollution. Which cause soil pollution. It will decrease the fertility of the soil. So it will harm the soil. So if you cultivate next pattern, you will cultivate another crop in that same field, it will not give a good yield. So this is harmful, and also it will affect our health. While spraying, you must be careful with covering your nose, eyes, body now. So it will get into your nose. That may cause some severe effect to your health. So you must be very careful. After harvesting also, after harvesting, you must properly wash the food grain, so that you will avoid from any poisonous in your stomach. Got it now? So these are the two methods we have learned. So next is harvesting. Next practices is harvesting. Next practices is harvesting. That is this is the part of agriculture practices. This is the best time for the farmers. Their heart are filled with joy and happiness, because whatever they struggle, whatever their efforts they put for 6 months, they enjoy this period. So this is the very important also important part of agricultural practices. Got it now? So during harvesting means what? First, definition of harvesting. Definition of harvesting: the cutting of crop plant after its maturity. Cutting down of crop plant after its maturity. They use various tools in order to cut this, in order to harvest the crop plant. What in after ripening? After ripening, they will cut the crop plant after its maturity. That's not ripening. They use tools like sickle. They will use different tools. What in sickles they use. Also they will use combine machine, so that they will separate the food grains from the chaff. Chaff is nothing but the dry yellowish color dry leaf that is removed. You have already seen in many places. What is now? They will separate the grains. After separating grains, the grains may contain small broken pieces of leaves or stem. That is also separated by winnowing. What is that? Winnowing process. This is by wind. With the help of wind, they will separate the grains and the broken pieces of some dry leaves. What is the winnowing process? Then threshing. Threshing also is done. Threshing means separating food grain from the chaff. That is known as separating. In many places, in villages, you will find by hand also they will separate. Manually they will separate by hitting on the ground. What is not in plain ground? They will hit the bunch of crop plant. They will take and they will hit. What is not? Well, they will hit means that seed will be separated from the chaff. So this is that is known as threshing. Also, they can use machines, combine machine. They can separate the grains as well as they can remove the grains separated from the broken pieces of stems and leaves. So these are the two practices today we learned in this video. So I hope you understood better. So there are wheat plants in Newton Amarthas. There are 3 wheat plants you can find in books. You just go through that, and also once you go through this, and I request you to make a flow chart regarding agriculture practices. It will be better understanding. You will understand well and make a flow chart. That will give I will give as an assignment in the next video. Got it? Okay. Any doubt, anything, please comment on the comment box while you after watching this video. Got it now? So I will clear every doubt. So Okay. Anyway, you try your level best to understand and also study. All the best. Thank you.